Welcome to the Quebec Academy of Aesthetic Medicine in Montreal. Medical aesthetics requires intense commitment. Injectors navigate a complex, three-dimensional web of facial musculature and vascular structures, where the margin for error is razor-thin. To meet these strict professional demands, AMEQ Academy developed the 4-day Injectable Training. This is a highly structured, physician-led clinical program. It is designed exclusively for licensed nurses and nurse practitioners, seeking a pathway focused on supervised, live model experience. The curriculum is split into 2 phases, an online theory component followed by the 4 days of in-person practice. The high barrier to entry ensures that only professionals fully committed to the discipline reach the clinic floor. The program is directed by Dr. Angelina Guzzo, a specialist in anesthesia holding a BSc, PhD, MDCM, and FRCPC. She has been an active injector and educator since 2014. Her teaching philosophy prioritizes patient safety and precise facial assessment over shortcuts, focusing on the development of responsible techniques. This starts with the mandatory online theory phase, which must be completed before a student enters the physical classroom. This digital curriculum covers advanced facial anatomy and product behavior and safety protocols, including the basics of ultrasound for treatment planning. Participants must demonstrate mastery of these concepts before they are permitted to handle a needle in a clinical setting. This theoretical phase provides the clinical reasoning necessary to recognize and prevent patient complications. Once the academic requirements are met, Phase 2 begins. This is the supervised, in-person practical training held in Montreal and Saint-Sever. The program guarantees a high volume of practical exposure. Day 1 is dedicated to neuromodulators, specifically botulinum toxin A, commonly known as Botox. Students practice common upper face treatment planning, which requires calculating exact doses and determining the correct injection depth for each model. On Day 2, the training shifts to the fundamentals of hyaluronic acid dermal fillers. The focus is on how product behaves across different tissue planes. You perform treatments for the lips, folds, and lower face, learning to plan treatments conservatively. These first 2 days transition the practitioner from studying anatomy on a screen to the physical execution of aesthetic injections. Day 3 focuses on combination treatment planning, integrating the products and mechanics learned earlier in the week. Understanding treatment sequencing is vital. This diagram shows how a neuromodulator targeting the muscle layer interacts with a dermal filler placed in the subcutaneous tissue. Practitioners must also manage patient consultations, learning to set realistic expectations and communicate a cohesive plan to the patient. Day 4 covers advanced applications and complex learning scenarios under direct physician supervision. There is a heavy focus on complication recognition and prevention, as well as the protocols for rapid escalation if a problem arises. The 4-day progression challenges students to manage a high volume of patients, preparing them for the variability of real-world anatomy. Receiving an AMEQ Academy certificate is a significant milestone, but the certificate must be applied within a specific legal reality. Completing this course does not independently grant the legal right to practice medico-aesthetic procedures in Quebec. The province requires a collaborative environment. But the 4-day intensive is the optimal middle ground for licensed professionals who are ready to fully commit to aesthetic mastery within a collaborative setting. If you are a qualified candidate and ready to proceed, here are the logistical steps. Class sizes are strictly limited to protect the quality of the physician supervision. Because of this, cohorts in both Montreal and Saint-Sever fill up quickly. You will need to reach out to AMEQ Academy directly to confirm upcoming cohort availability and secure your practical training dates. Graduates are responsible for navigating their specific scope of practice, securing insurance, and establishing a relationship with a medical director. If you are ready to commit to this level of training, contact AMEQ Academy directly to verify your eligibility and cohort availability. You can reach the admissions team at 514-574-4636 or through their website to begin the process. This training develops the clinical expertise necessary to operate responsibly in a collaborative medical environment.